people die every day, Frankie. Mopping floors, washing dishes. And you know what their last thought is? I never got my shot.
Do you believe that America is the land of opportunity? Apollo Creed does. And he's going to prove it to the whole world by giving an unknown a shot at the title. And that unknown is you.
You go back to being a two-bit nothing. But don't you ever come back here again, because I'm too old to waste my time trying to train a no-good loser like you. You bum!
What we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma. Let's start building some hurting bombs.
The body is not used to maybe the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th rep with a certain weight. So that makes the body grow then, going through this pain barrier, experiencing pain in your muscles and aching, and just then go on and go on and go on. And this last 2 or 3 or 4 repetitions, that's what makes actually the muscle then grow. And that divides then one from a champion and one from not being a champion. If you can go through this pain barrier, you make it to be a champion. If you can't go through, forget it. And that's where most people lack, is on this, having the guts to go in and just say, I go through and I don't care what happens.
This guy doesn't want to win, you know. He wants to bury you, he wants to humiliate you. He wants to prove to the whole world it was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time.
You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
He's got! He's got! I'm touched the man!
Now look in the mirror and tell me what you see.
If you give everything you've got, everything, with all your heart, you'll be winners. That I promise you. You can be the best of the best.
But it's not about what I see. It's about what you see. Now look in this mirror and tell me again what you see.
But don't lay down in front of him like this. Why don't you stand up and fight this guy hard, like you done before? That was beautiful.
What? You haven't peeked yet?
I don't know, there's still some stuff in the basement.
Now you're gonna have to go through hell. Worse than any nightmare that you ever dreamed. But in the end, I know you'll be the one standing. You know what you gotta do. Do it. Do it.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
I see pride.
Can't hear you.
I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody.
Once again.
I see pride.
Junior.
I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody.
That's right.
I mean, every time I see those guys, they're gonna know they got the best of me.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win.
He's no machine. I can hear no bell. Get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves you.
You gotta beat this son of a bitch! You gotta beat this son of a bitch from the inside out!
Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you gotta go through to get to where you wanna get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no after you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch. We claw with our fingernails for that itch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying.
The history of my life. I just want to say one thing. Yo, Adrian, I did it!